They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Harkey with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Robinson, a first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 54 mark. 54 mark. Check. Let's go.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he won't get much. maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now Landry. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mahomes firing complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play. 3
yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Come on now, let's go. Bring that.
Mayfield on play action. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%